Your favorite cricket ground is?
Favourite cricket ground? It would have to be the Gabba in Brisbane back home. I used to love bowling there when I bowled fast. One of the fastest wickets in the world, but when it was flat, it was beautiful to bat on as well, so there was something for everyone.
And his cricket idol. To what he likes about India, free hit with Ben Cutting. If not KKR, for which other IPL team would you have loved to play?
Obviously, I spent a couple of years at Mumbai, I've spent a couple of years at Sunrisers, Rajasthan Royals, spent a season at Kings 11 very early on. To be honest, any of those teams and a couple of teams I haven't played for, I just love being a part of the IPL. The culture of the country, getting over here, enjoying some cricket, training hard and playing with some of the best in the world. I'm just happy to be here.
Your favorite T20 franchise among all leagues is?
Obviously, I spent a lot of time. I spent nearly 10 years with the Brisbane Heat back home, and then moved to the Sydney Thunder this year and really enjoyed my time with the Thunder. So, they're my team at the moment, them and KKR obviously.
PSL or IPL?
You can't really separate them. They're very strong tournaments, both of them. Obviously, IPL is number one T20 tournament in the world, and for good reason. You've got the best players from every country playing in India in those conditions. It's tough, it's hard-nosed cricket. And the PSL is going very, very well. And a lot of teams there, every team there has 2 or 3 bowlers that bowl 145, 150 kilometres an hour, and again in their conditions. So it's different for different players, I guess. But probably IPL for me is probably the number one at the moment.
One thing which you love, but your wife absolutely hates?
I'm not sure. We're pretty similar. That's why we got married.
Favorite Indian dish?
Ooh, I do love a good gulab jamun and some Hyderabad biryani. I was always partial to both of those.
A Hindi word you have learned?
Thunderpunny.
Who would win a boxing match between Aaron Finch and Virat Kohli?
I think Finchie's probably got him for power to weight, but I think Virat would be pretty fast, so I think it'll be a good one.
Your cricket idol is?
The Brett Lees, the Shoaib Akhtars, the guys that bowled like the wind, Sean Tate, Dale Steyn was a big one for me.
One thing you miss the most at your wedding?
Obviously with COVID and lockdowns, we postponed their wedding a number of times during last year and then found a tiny little window between the Big Bash and PSL this year. But on the flip side of that, it meant I had to leave 2 days after it for probably a considerable amount of time. I think I'm going to be overseas and probably not back into Australia, at least until August at this rate.
3 things you cannot live without?
My phone, my watch, and my Whoop, and my dog, and Erin, my wife, that's 5.
One thing you like about India?
The culture and the people, the hospitality. I think this is my 9th or 10th IPL now, but probably 14 or 15 visits over the course of the amount of time I've been playing cricket, and I always love coming back here. It's so much fun. Very different conditions to playing cricket back home, but all the off-field stuff I really absolutely love.
Tell us about one match of yours that you can rewatch 100 times.
I'm not a big cricket watcher, to be fair, and particularly not my games. I'll go back and look through certain replays if I'm looking for specific things. But generally, when I'm looking for something that I'm working on technically, whether it's batting or bowling, I'm specifically looking for that rather than watching the ball fly over the fence or take wickets or the act come.
Most embarrassing moment in your cricketing career?
Obviously, a lot of games always go down to the wire when you're batting or bowling at the end, and there are always games you think back at in your mind that you'd love to have that ball again or face that delivery again.
Your favourite cricket ground is?
Favourite cricket ground? It would have to be the Gabba in Brisbane back home. I used to love bowling there when I bowled fast. One of the fastest wickets in the world, but when it was flat, it was beautiful to bat on as well, so there was something for everyone.
A bowler from the past you would love to face?
I'd love to face Wazim Akram. I know he'd knock me over for fun.
Beard or clean shaven?
Nah, I'm sort of in between. So if I go clean shaven, I look very, very young. And if I can let it go too long, I look very, very old. So I'm just trying to act my age at the moment.
Who wins the argument often between you and your wife?
Wife.
A prank you played on a teammate?
There's not too many pranks, to be fair. It's always very professional. We don't get down to doing much of that anymore. There was a couple of those early days, but I can't really repeat them here.
If you were a superhero, who would you like to be?
Probably Superman, because he had slow-mo vision from memory as a kid. So you can imagine facing someone bowling 150 kilometers an hour with slow-mo vision, you'd hit almost every ball for six.
Best advice you've received in the cricketing world?
Cricket is a funny game. Cricket, just when you think you've got things sorted, it will come back to bite you. And just when you think you're down and out, something will happen that will make you fall in love with the game again, or keep you going. So, perseverance through injuries, form slumps, the highs and the lows, for sure.